أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. I welcome you with a greeting of peace. Assalamu alaikum. And we'll start our meeting today, our two sessions, with a brief recitation of the Holy Quran. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. هو الله الذي لا إله إلا هو الملك القدوس السلام المؤمن المهيمن العزيز الجبار. السلام المؤمن المهيمن العزيز الجبار المتكبر. سبحان الله عما يشركون. هو الله الخالق البارئ المصور له الأسماء الحسنى يسبح له ما في السماوات والأرض يسبح له ما في السماوات والأرض وهو العزيز الحكيم. We begin in the name of God, the most merciful, the most gracious. He is Allah, other than whom there is no deity worthy of worship. The sovereign, the pure, the perfection, the bestower of faith. The overseer, the exalted in might, the compeller, the superior. Exalted is Allah above whatever they associate with Him. He is Allah, the creator, the inventor, the fashioner, to whom belong the best names. Whatever is in the heavens and the earth is exalting Him, and He is the exalted in might, the wise. So, welcome everybody to this very important session today for understanding and being aware of your rights. Just a few things, announcements that we started off with. Just to make a few things clear, the audience consists only of Muslim citizens and residents of Rhode Island, and maybe some from Mass, like myself, but mostly of only of Muslim citizens and residents of Rhode Island. And in that vein, I want to make clear that there are a couple of cameras that you see here. The cameras are focused on the panel, okay? And so there's no on the record pictures or questions from the audience during the session. So the audience should feel free to ask any and all questions, no holds barred. So ask the experts that we have today, ask them anything you like about your rights, and you will not be videotaped or on the record during the session. If after the session somebody comes to you and wants to take you on the record, your name and all that, they will make that clear to you. And also in attendance, along with our Muslim community here in Rhode Island, are included in this community are many of our refugee families, and many of them, alhamdulillah, are still learning English. And so, as we mentioned before, there's a group of them who is getting translation as we speak, and also from the Somali community as well. So if you see somebody who doesn't understand English, please direct them to those two locations. Childcare is downstairs, so it's not really childcare. It's just an area for children to stay, whether they're young children or older children. As I mentioned, the first panel is mostly a legal discussion, and the second panel is more geared towards school-age children. And then we'll give them, obviously, time to come upstairs. Today's format for the panel is going to be about 5 to 6 minute brief talks by each of our panelists. And after that, we'll give time for questions and answers from the community. And the first session should last approximately an hour. The second session should also last approximately an hour. That one will have two panelists, a psychologist and a psychiatrist, both specializing in pediatrics and in child population. And those talk about 15 minutes each, and then we'll have a discussion, question and answers after that session. A couple other reminders: refreshments are in this classroom adjacent to the hall, and they're to stay there. So please refresh yourself there and have whatever you like. And the only thing allowed in this hall is water. So please don't bring food into this hall. Moving on, so as we're talking about, the translation will be happening in parallel, and I'm going to briefly introduce each of the panelists before they speak. So I think we are ready to begin, inshallah, God willing. So very quickly, my introduction about me. It's not much you need to know about me. There are a couple of things. So as far as the organization of this workshop goes, I am barely an organizer, okay? I'm a moderator. And a moderator is a glorified puppet of the organizers, okay? So two very hardworking sisters, Sister Catherine Wilson and Sister Aisha Manzoor, have worked tirelessly to put this together. And so they might not see their faces up front, but they're the ones that are pulling my strings, okay? So my name is Dr. Omar Akbar. I represent a non-profit organization. I'm part of this community, obviously. The organization A Hope, which helps people who need help locally here in Rhode Island, whether they're refugees or locals, and that is what I represent. In addition to obviously being a member of this community.